Hey, hey, conscious mothers. Welcome to day 2 of our negativity clearing challenge. Did you do day 1? Let me hear that first. As we roll in and as you guys come on, start by saying in the comments, did you participate yesterday? If you haven't, go back and do day 1 and then watch this one. Today's day 2 out of this week. We're doing 4 days. So, yesterday, a quick recap. Hi, you guys. I see you coming on. Did you participate yesterday? Say so in the comments. I'm excited to have you here. Today, I'm keeping it really simple. So, yesterday, I went pretty big into laying the groundwork for what's behind this challenge and kind of the walls that you may be bumping up against. And we looked at 3 different categories. Hopefully, you've already done this piece: the thoughts, where negativity hangs out, the limiting thoughts or the self bashing, beating yourself up thoughts. The mood or emotions is the other category. And lastly, you may see it or hear it expressed through your actions, your behaviors, yelling at your kids, uh, angry cleaning, frantically trying to get control in a superficial way of your home, of the mess, of the clutter, controlling kids. But all of it leads to more frustration. All of it leads to a broken trust between you and your kids by the time they're teenagers. And people, you guys are catching on to this, and you're so wise, really looking at the writing on the wall and realizing it starts now. If your children aren't teenagers yet, every day matters and every day counts in terms of what you're putting in the tank, because you're going to get that back. You're already getting it back. You know what that feels like. We get back what we put in. So, a recap of yesterday is you were tracking which areas your negativity came up in, or at a base level, you were tracking how many interactions or experiences that felt negative to you had. So, did you do your tally marks? Did you take an inventory? Say yes or no below. I want to know. Remember, participation is key. That means comment. That means show up. That means take up space. That means be seen. That means make posts in the group this week for this challenge. You have free reign. You have free reign to share, to express, to ask for help. That's why I'm here. So excited to be leading you guys this week. All right. Um, it's quiet over here. Are you guys commenting? I can't see, but I'm gonna trust that whoever needs to hear this today will hear this today. So I want to say just a little bit about some of you did report in, and well done. You reported in on where you experienced negativity in your awareness. Did you notice it in your thoughts or your body or your mood or coming out of your mouth? And the next piece of this I want to give you is a gift of a bit of education on what is behind that negativity. What kind of creates that, or what fosters and perpetuates the negative thought loops, stories, behaviors, yelling at kids, griping at your partner, holding resentment. We're going to talk about that for a minute. So, if you've worked with me before, you already know these things, but come along for the ride. I'm happy you're here. If you haven't worked with me before, then some of this may be new to you, but sound familiar, which is a great place to be. Like, oh, that makes sense. Then something's resonating. So that's good. Here's the deal: the problem with harboring negativity, the problem with reinforcing negative thoughts, emotions, holding anger, all these things, is that what we resist persists. And you've heard that phrase before, and I love it. It's so true in terms of psychological health and well being. What we resist persists. And negativity is a result often of something we are resisting, either a truth we're resisting seeing, a feeling we are resisting having or feeling or allowing, a thought that we are resisting knowing, that our soul already knows is true, but we're denying it because it's scary to know it. It's too big. It means we're too powerful. It means life If life could really be good, could be better, then it means I'm harming my kids or I've damaged them. Or if I in fact uh, am damaging my kids, then that means the future is going to be like this, or it means I'm a horrible mother. Or and so we hide. We build walls. We hide. We build armor on our hearts. We hide. We feel a feeling that scares us. Nobody taught us how to feel feelings, so we resist it. So we resist it. We avoid it. We turn our backs, or we numb out. We numb out. We drink the bottle of wine. We smoke the weed. We all the things that you all tell me on clarity calls. Take prescription drugs to mask the symptoms. Those are um, numbing approaches. Also spacing out, scrolling, Netflix, all that stuff. Like that's a form of dissociation, the numbing out. Okay, so we avoid, we resist, we numb out. There are other ways. Those are sort of the most common. And why do we do that? Do you guys know why do we do that? Why are we avoiding what we feel, what we know, or our desires, what we want? We're shutting them down and shutting them out. One very simple reason. It is the biggest reason, and everything boils down to it is fear. And I can't tell you how strange this was for me when I first began understanding that the root of all avoidance and resistance and self-limiting thoughts and behaviors and actions was fear. I thought, no way, I don't feel scared at all. You can have a ton of fear in your vibration and not feel scared at all. That's just really good coping skills. That's all that is. I had amazing coping skills at not feeling fear. I had amazing ability to tune it out, to stomp it down, to pretend it wasn't there, block it out. I had great ability, capacity to deny. And when you're good at denial and you've identified as a person who is capable, is determined, is strong willed, is, all those things, it's very hard then to accept help, to be vulnerable, to actually feel your feelings. And this was me for decades, for a really long time. If this feels familiar, sounds familiar to you, then this day 2 challenge is perfect for you. So, what I want you to do, tell me if it's making sense, you guys. I do see some comments. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Heather. I want you to think back to yesterday at what you noticed, what you tracked, and how much negativity you are tolerating, you are co creating, you're attracting, you're magnetizing, how much negativity you are allowing, you're fostering, you are nurturing. Think about that. Wow. I am a host for negativity in these areas, right? If I noticed I'm resentful, I notice I'm bitter, I notice I just am angry cleaning all the time or harping on my kids, trying to control them, to control the environment, feeling like I'm failing, then I am a big giant match for unworthiness, for conflict, for mistrust, maybe skepticism, sarcasm, those kind of things. This is just one slim example, but and you'll have your own. But if that's where I am, I'm a match for a lot of things that I don't want to be a match for, right? I don't want that. I had someone commenting on I run my masterclass, my free masterclass runs on Facebook. I had someone commenting is making a negative comment, and I had to bite my tongue not to teach her what I'm teaching in this challenge, to be like, you are a host for a lot of negativity, and I am guessing that feels really yucky for you. You're pointing it at me and projecting it on me because I'm shining a light on something that feels really uncomfortable, but it's about you. And that's what today's challenge is about. So, day 2, I want you to notice your negative experience. I want you to feel what feels rotten. Just notice it, track it. You don't have to, I'm not asking you to go way deep and swimming in the gutter. I know that's what everybody doesn't want to do. That is where the fear lives. We want to avoid it, squash it out, get wasted and not think about it. But what I'm asking you to do today is to take one step toward ownership. And the ultimate radical ownership is when you choose to transform, from all negativity into appreciation, into gratitude, into living in contentment and satisfaction, which can be done. But for the purpose of this challenge, what we're going to do is I'm going to give you this statement. I want you to write it down. I want you, every time you notice your negative feeling, constriction, the rant, the blame, the whatever it is, the worry, that's negativity too. I want you to stop yourself, interrupt yourself, stop. So you can stop a number of ways. You can clap your hands. You can shift your weight. You can stretch. Give yourself a nice big stretch. You can roll your shoulders. Anything to interrupt your pattern, your physiology. All right. Wake yourself up. Give yourself a clap. And then I want you to say, I am having this experience. I'm having this experience. This experience, whether it's a thought, an action, words, whatever it is, I want you to say, I'm having this experience. This experience is mine. Okay? And you're going to have to trust me on this one. Sounds weird, doesn't it? But there's divine wisdom and guidance in this process. So trust the process. I'm having this experience. This experience is mine. Why am I asking you to do that? Guesses? Drop it in the chat if you have guesses. I'm asking you to take a step into conscious awareness to claim your experience as your own. This is particularly important for mothers who feel out of control, for mothers whose children are strong-willed, are challenging, for women who have partners who are not particularly supportive or appreciative or validating. So I'm sure right there we've covered 90% of this group in one of those two categories I just named. So that probably includes you, or you wouldn't be here. And I'm asking you to claim your experience as your own, because it is a key step in being able to shift the dynamic and the outcome. Before we talk outcomes shifting, we have to first get into clarity that I'm in charge here. This is mine. I'm doing this. So I did this. That's the idea. Okay, thanks, Christina. I see your thumbs up. So I did this, all right, is the idea there, the energy there. I'm doing this. Last time, today's challenge, feel it, see it, hear yourself doing it, listen to the thought, feel the sinking feeling, the moodiness, the irritability, the impatience, and just go, I'm having this experience. This experience is mine. So interrupt the pattern, say the words, say it out loud so you can hear it. Before you rush to fix it, before you try to make anyone change their course of action, you're going to first just go like, basically, I'm here and I'm creating this. So here it is, right? And then it's going to be very hard for you to not want to fix it. You're going to be like, but how, Honor? Now what? And that's okay. I'm going to leave you hanging till tomorrow. So I want you to practice it. So I want you to do it over and over again. I want you to dig your feet in the ground and really feel your power when you say it. I want you to awaken to the idea that you're in charge here, in your body, in your mind, that consciousness is available to you. And I want you to tap into it and then report back just anything. A couple words about your experience of putting this into practice. Were you able to notice? Were you able to interrupt your pattern? Were you able to say the words? Any of that? And did you feel any kind of shift in your state, shift in your energy, shift in where your thoughts were? Anything at all, report back. Okay? Do it. Do it now. Do it until your head hits the pillow tonight. Check in, drop your results in, and I can't wait to see them. And I'll be on again tomorrow for day 3. You guys are doing great. See you soon.